Hello everyone, my name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. Right now I am located in Germany, not far from Köln. Our main office is located in Kharkov, Ukraine, and at the moment we are introducing our clients in Western Europe, so we keep working, keep spreading love. In this video I want to talk to you why, unfortunately, some gentlemen do not end up married. You can claim that they fail or do not succeed in their matchmaking process. Why a matchmaker can't have a 100% success rate. I will start with sharing with you several stories about successful and not successful cases, about the clients whom we have introduced prior to the war, and also about several gentlemen whom we have introduced right before the war. So let's jump into this topic. First of all, I want to tell you that it is impossible to have a 100% success rate, and any professional experienced matchmaker will tell you that it is simply impossible to introduce all the clients who reach out to you. Well, some newcomers, they claim that, oh, all our clients get married. Well, if you have been working like for 5 months and you got just 2 clients, then yes, you just got lucky. But if you have been on the mark for, let's say, 13 or almost 14 years, like Diolli, of course, over the years you meet different people. And when you are working with such fragile substances as human emotions, dreams, fears, egos, also, don't forget about insecurities. We all come with our own package of insecurities and past experiences. Of course, you can imagine that people act differently during the dates, and even if we get the best possible candidates for this gentleman or for this lady, we can't control the emotions of a gentleman or a lady during the date. We can't control the attitude. We can only give the dating tips and advice and hope that our clients will implement them and will actually listen to what we have to say to them. A very common scenario when a gentleman is, let's say, very insecure about himself, and to brush his ego and to improve his self-esteem, instead of hiring a psychologist, he believes that he should date someone who is very attractive, like 15, 20 years younger than he is, because if such a woman will be by his side, then the rest of the world will see that he is actually important, that he is actually cool, etc. And sometimes a gentleman also approach us. You can ask me why we are taking them over. Well, some people, they believe it is okay to tell like half-truths or to just bluntly lie to us and to, for example, exaggerate his success among women, or to exaggerate his income, his professional life, even his hobbies. Like we have faced it when a gentleman claims that oh, he spends his free time helping in the shelter, taking care of dogs in the shelters, helping kids, working with orphans, and climbing the mountains, hiking, doing this and doing that, when in real life he spends all his free time watching Netflix and playing computer games. Of course, like 95% of lies, it is easy to spot them when a gentleman starts telling you like stories that he is so popular, women want to date him, and you see him on the screen of your computer and you understand that other women also see him, and there is no way the pictures he has sent us are pictures of his real girlfriends, because he is neither rich nor famous nor handsome or, for example, young, and there is no way on earth these women even went out with him. Perhaps he was corresponding with them at some trashy paper-letter dating site. But sometimes some gentlemen, some small percentage, they can be quite convincing. They can actually fool us when they lie about their true life, about their true intentions. And of course, when they go out on dates and when they start interacting with ladies, their stories, well, they crumble, and you can tell that it makes no sense, and obviously he has lied to us, to the ladies, and you can't build a relationship, you can't build a connection based on lies. Another reason why some gentlemen do not succeed even after hiring a professional matchmaking is the fact that they have unrealistic dating expectations, what their partners should look like, act like. For example, they dream to meet someone who is much younger, or for example, who is way hotter than he is, so she is very attractive and he is not very attractive at all, let's call it this way. And she has to have a successful career, she has to play the piano, be this beautiful blonde who looks like a Victoria's Secret angel, and he will be just an average Joe. And of course, with such gentlemen, actually, I would say that 80% of people who have unrealistic expectations, when you start conducting a matchmaking process with them, when you start talking with them, and especially when they go out on real dates and meet real women, they actually get cured from these unrealistic expectations, because they see the reaction of real women, how real women react to them. Because, with COVID, with the lockdowns, many people got stuck like in the apartments, and we had clients who haven't been dating for 5-10 years, so like within 5 years, or like never in his life, he has been out on a real date with a real woman. So of course, in his head, he's dating a Megan Fox or a Heidi Klum, and these women are madly in love with him and find him irresistible and truly hot and handsome, when in real life he sees that not all women find him attractive, and actually you have to work on a date, you have to be flirty, you have to be attentive, you have to learn the tricks how to get the attention of a woman and how to keep this attention, to get second dates. Then of course such men, if they are smart, and the majority of our clients, they are smart, well-traveled, well-educated people, they understand that, okay, either I'm doing something wrong or I'm choosing the wrong type of women, and then we discuss it, and together we rearrange the direction of the matchmaking process. Of course, right now you can tell me that, oh, Svetlana, you want your client to settle for less, you want them to choose someone who is less attractive. No, we are not talking about this. And I can't call meeting someone who matches all your criteria, who shares all your long-term goals and your values, someone who is on the same page with you about the important stuff and who finds you attractive the way you are and is actually interested in getting to know you better. I can't call this settling for less. It's not settling for less. Dreaming and thinking that somewhere there is a supermodel who is 20 years younger and who dreams to date an average Joe, that's settling for less. That's living a delusion instead of actually enjoying real life and real relationship with a real woman and building real happiness. So right now we are talking only about 15-20% of gentlemen who actually do not get married after hiring us, and I'm talking to you about these reasons. So people with unrealistic expectations, I would say that these are maybe 80% of this 20% who do not succeed. Most of them actually, after going through the process, they change their mind about the type of the lady they want to meet. Some gentlemen understand that, okay, she is not 1 meter and 70 centimeters tall like I dream, she is 1 meter and 65 centimeters, like 5 centimeters shorter, but it doesn't make her a bad match if she matches all the other criteria and she shares my values, my long-term goals, and she's looking for similar things. For example, she is not blonde, but for example, she is a redhead, but she has all these qualities and she actually likes me the way I am. Well, it doesn't make her a bad match either. Some gentlemen understand that, okay, I don't need to date someone 12 years younger. I can actually date someone who is 5 or 7 years younger, and there I feel less pressure on the dates, we have more in common. I don't feel like I constantly have to wow her just because she's 12 years younger. And I actually feel fun and relaxed on the date with a woman who is 5 years younger or 7 years younger. So we help such gentlemen understand why their expectations are not healthy and are not beneficial for these gentlemen. My goal is not to tell a man that, oh, you can't date a hot woman, go away. No, no way. But again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and there is just one Megan Fox and just one Heidi Klum and Hollywood. It preselects all the super attractive people. Super attractive in the sense that they look good on camera. Like not all people would look on camera or on photos. And in real life, for real happiness, for real relationship, it doesn't matter much if you or she will look good on camera. Why else some people do not end up getting married? Well, we have seen it with many gentlemen that, for example, after the process, he starts dating a lady and they build a relationship that lasts, for example, 5, 6, maybe even 8 months. And this is the stage when, of course, a lady expects that this relationship will take a more serious direction. For example, a gentleman will propose to move in, or he will propose to get married. And for example, after 8 months or 9 months, if for example they both are in their 30s or 40s, of course 8 months is enough to learn everything about each other that you need to understand if you want to be with this person. But a gentleman understands that he is not ready to propose. He is not ready for this next step. He actually enjoys like having a girlfriend, but he is not ready to commit. And of course, the lady is disappointed. And can you call such cases not successful? Well, I can't call them not successful because a client has learned a lot about himself. He has realized that, for example, now is not the time for him to settle down. He doesn't feel ready. You can claim that, oh, if it were the right lady, with the right lady, he would have committed. No. Some people, especially, for example, if there was a nasty divorce involved before and these were the first relationship this gentleman has built after his divorce, chances are high that he won't feel ready, that he will still have trust issues, not because his new girlfriend is a bad person or she's not serious or indecent, no, simply because he's not over his previous experience, his previous marriage, and even more his previous divorce. And such gentlemen, pretty often they return to us as returning clients 2-3 years after they have healed, after they have worked it through with a professional psychologist, after they have dated for a while and have understood where they stand in the dating market. And this time, when we set them up with a nice woman, they actually end up building a relationship and proposing. You can't know for sure if the time is right till you try it. For example, sometimes we happen to work with a gentleman, actually within the last several years, I would say last 5 years, it becomes a very common situation when a gentleman, for example, in his late 20s or early 30s or even early 40s, he has never ever been in a relationship and he never had a girlfriend and he never went past like 4 dates with one lady. So these 5 dates that we actually schedule for him are the first like 5 real dates within the last several years or like ever. And of course you can't expect a gentleman who has 0 practice in dating to actually succeed right after 5 dates. Of course, such men, they need dating coaching and they need more dates, maybe like 10 dates, 15 dates with different women, not within 1 month, but within, for example, a year, to learn more about himself, to learn how to flirt, how to court a lady, to actually learn what type of a woman he needs and he wants in his life. And to do it, he has to go out on dates. And of course, to get the dates from Tinder or like through friends, it's time consuming and it's more complicated because you will hear no more often than you will hear yes, and it's okay. It's okay that not all people will like you back, and it's normal. You also don't want to date all the people. You're looking just for one very special person. So when such men hire a matchmaker, just 5 dates, it's not enough. 5 dates, it's a very short journey for him to learn who he is. Like first 2 dates, he will sabotage, he will ruin because he will be stressed, he won't know what to do. So he will need to build this dating experience, and you can build it only by going out. Okay, this video is getting long, and I believe we will save this topic for one of our live streams, which I hope we will continue doing on Sundays. I can't promise every Sunday. Give me some time to spend with my family and to spend on my new books, but every second Sunday I believe we will do it. I have promised to share with you several stories about gentlemen whom we have introduced right before the war. I can tell you that most of our couples whom we have introduced before the war, like in autumn and also in winter, they have actually managed to speed up in building their relationship. And our European couples, they all have moved in together, they got engaged. For them, this situation, it was a push to make a decision whether I want to be with this woman. Well, of course, some couples from Europe, they are still going to see each other, let's say in Germany or in Poland. It's not true that all women are stuck in Ukraine and they can't leave. Well, of course, there are certain areas that people can leave, unfortunately, and we hope that soon it will be all over for those areas as well. We all are quite sure that very soon Ukraine will win, love will win, but we won't touch politics in this video. Two to be precise, our clients from United States and one gentleman from Canada, they have decided that war complicates things too much, and they have honestly told women they have met that, you know what, it's too complicated for me, I wish you luck, but I'm not going to proceed with it. So pretty much it was the end of their communication, of their relationship to be. One gentleman, he was actually with this lady for 5 months, so it was a relationship, and of course after 5 months of a relationship, a lady has expected him to either propose or invite her to move in together. Like, he was her boyfriend, they were in exclusive relationship, but people react to stress in a different way, and the gentleman has decided that he is not ready to propose, and that's his decision. The lady was very upset. So war or not war, people make decisions. They decide whether they want to be with this person or not, and you can't predict it. If we could be there on dates with our clients, or if we could climb inside their brains, we would for sure understand their reasons, because sometimes some actions you can't explain them. Guys, I hope this video was useful to you. Please don't forget to press like to this video, to subscribe to our channel if you want to receive notification about new videos. Also, I remind you that our podcast on SoundCloud and Apple Podcast, we return there as well, so you can listen to us there if you want more dating tips and advice from professional cupids. I wish you lots of love. Svetlana Mucha, especially for Diolli.com, from Kerpen, Germany.